Hello, Danny again. The first pack we are going to study is named All You Can Eat. So in this pack, we are going to focus on words and phrases needed for ordering food and beverages in an English-speaking community. So here we go, lesson 1, going for a coffee. So tell me, are you a coffee lover? Do you prefer coffee or tea? How much coffee do you drink every day? And do you feel guilty when you drink too much coffee? So in this lesson, we're going to learn some very useful words and expressions and phrases. Hopefully, this lesson will help you to get what you exactly want in the coffee shop. What's that? Coffee?
Tea?
Tea? I don't know. When you see a picture, you have thousands of names for that, okay? Of course, it's a coffee, but every time you look at the picture, you can say whatever you want it to be. I want it to be wine. Sometimes you use the cup, drink a wine, when your kids are at home. Understand me? Yeah, because they will know like, oh, mama is having tea. Yeah, mama is having a special tea. Yeah? Don't let your kid watch you drink all the time. Okay, so that's a coffee. Okay.
Coffee.
Oh, good. So, wow. So today we talk about a coffee. Okay. Yeah, so this one?
A cup of coffee.
A cup of coffee. Very good. What kind of a cup? That is a takeaway cup. That is a takeaway cup. Every time I go to Starbucks staff like to give you takeaway cups. But I don't want to use takeaway cups. I want to sit there, enjoy my cup in a real cup. So I will tell them, please don't put it in a takeaway cups, okay? Everybody loves the Starbucks cups, right? Starbucks has very beautiful cups, but they don't love to use it for you. So you have to tell them every time. These are coffee beans. What can we do to the coffee beans? You mean grind. Yeah, G-R-I-N-D, grind. Okay. Before we grind them, so yeah, grow them. And then what's the verb? You have to know this verb, so you know this very important procedure, very important thing. Next time you go to buy coffee beans, you check this word. Roast. Beautiful. Roast. R-O-A-S-T. So we roast the coffee beans. And then we grind the coffee beans. And then they go into the espresso machine and the coffee, yeah, comes out. Okay. I know it's coffee. First, you can say mocha, but it's a mocha without means no dusting. Usually mocha comes with the chocolate dusting. You dust. Yeah, so it's a mocha with no dusting. This is actually the #1 coffee sold at the cafe. Latte. Latte. Yeah, latte. So this is a latte actually. Why? Because of the foam. Latte has this much foam. Less foam, like this much, that's a flat white. This is a latte. More foam, cappuccino. Dark color, mochaccino. No milk, long black. Okay, so what's your coffee? What's your go-to coffee? Ooh, what is go-to? What's your go-to cafe? What's your go-to breakfast? Go-to means when you're too busy to choose what you usually just grab. So what's your go-to coffee? It's like when you go to the cafe, what's the coffee you usually order? That's your go-to coffee. Today, I want you to learn the word go-to coffee. Latte is my go-to coffee. This is latte. Yes, now we can have a tea. Okay? And look like what kind of tea? Tea bag. Beautiful word. It's a tea bag. Which means it's not a loose tea. Loose tea. Chinese like to drink loose tea. Loose tea is not in a bag. But in this country, Kiwis drink tea bags. Tea bags. Another word for the picture, look like a milk tea. Yeah, Chinese like milk tea with the pearls in there. So, does it look like green tea?
No.
No? What kind of tea? Black tea? Yeah. For me, it looked like Earl Grey. Do you know Earl Grey? Earl Grey. If you go to supermarket, the two most popular tea sachets, tea bags on the shelf. Number one, English breakfast. It's darker. The color is darker. Number two, Earl Grey. Earl Grey. Okay. Green tea. Yeah, another tea. Tea bag. Green tea. Okay. What do you call this? Tea pot. This is the lid. Lid. L-I-D. Lid. Okay, lid. This is the spout. This is my spout. Okay? That's the spout for the teapot. It's a job. Or it's a person in a mall, in a cafe. If you want to buy something, go there and pay. So what's this job?
Cashier.
Cashier. Thank you. Yeah, this is a cashier. Okay, if you're not here. Cashier or cashier. I love to say cashier. So yeah, you're having coffee and then you say, like, oh, I need to talk to the cashier. Or oh, I go to the cashier, which means you're going to pay. Okay, that's the cashier. Yeah, this is the place we call coffee shop. One word. Coffee shop, two words. One word?
Cafe.
Cafe. We say cafe. We should have like a little thing on there.
Okay.
So cafe.
Cafe.
Yeah, it's not a coffee, it's a cafe. Yeah, cafe. So cafe is a place. Cafe is a shop. So cafe is a coffee shop. So this is where you go. But if you have a cafe in your company, in your school, in the university, in the mall, in the institution, okay, what do you call those? Look like this one. This word starts with C-A-F-E, but longer. This place also serves you food and drink. And I believe they do have coffee too. And they also have a lot of pastries and snacks. You go there and you choose your food in a very fast way, in a very fast pace, and you go, you pay, because you don't have much time. And this is a cafeteria.
Cafeteria.
You have to know. If you're in school, you say, hey, let's go to cafeteria. Schools have a cafeteria. Yeah. University, yeah, you meet your friends at the cafeteria. If you have your own company, you like to have a small cafeteria. This is a bag of coffee beans. You can also say bag of coffee, but definitely beans. Machine is very small. It's still a machine, but a small machine, we use this to make the coffee.
Yeah.
So this is the coffee maker. Thank you. Coffee maker. Because you use it to make the coffee, so it's a coffee maker. This is the low table in your living room, in your lounge. Okay, so that is a coffee table. Actually, all the words here, they have a coffee, something in there. That's why I put them together, because today, that's what we are learning. So we have 3 questions over here. So what do you usually order at a coffee shop? Obviously, coffee. So don't say coffee. Give me the name. But I already asked you. What's the other question? What did I ask you just now? What's your go-to coffee? That's a beautiful question. In the future, I want you to say, like, oh, what's your go-to coffee? So what's your go-to coffee? This also, what do you usually order at a coffee shop? 2 questions, same meaning. But what's your go-to coffee? That's the more beautiful one. Very practical, very Kiwi, very native. So you go to the cafe, you order first. Definitely. When you order, you need to talk. That's why you're learning. What is beverage? Anything you can drink is called beverage. Beverage. Because this is a cafe. So beverage has caffeinated. What is caffeinated?
Caffeine.
It has caffeine in there. That's caffeinated. And they have decaffeinated.
No.
They remove the caffeine. Because this is a cafe. If this is a bar, what beverage they could offer you?
Alcohol.
Yes, we have alcoholic drinks and non-alcoholic drinks. So at a cafe, we have caffeinated and decaffeinated drinks. In a bar, we have alcoholic drinks and non-alcoholic drinks. So do you prefer caffeinated or decaffeinated beverages? Yeah, so when you go to cafe, some people like say, oh, can I have a decaf? So decaf means the coffee with no caffeine. So caffeinated, decaffeinated. You need to explain like why. You can say, oh, because I cannot take caffeine. Yeah, caffeine make my stomach upset. Can you read number 3 question?
What do you take in your
Coffee or
tea?
What do you take in your tea? A, sugar. B, milk. C, nothing. Chinese usually take nothing in the tea. So now let's get a review of the vocabulary we learned in class. So, herbal, American English herbal, British English herbal. Herbal. Okay, so that's plants leaves, right? So herbal, we're gonna say made of herbs or made of plants leaves. And decaffeinated, there's no caffeine, right? So without caffeine. Brew. What can we brew? We can brew tea, we can brew coffee, we can brew beer. So brew, to make a beverage by boiling or steeping. So this is brew. Okay, and mild. Is it strong? No, mild is not strong. So mild is not strong. But which one is strong? Dark. Dark coffee is a strong one. So here dark, we say strong. And bland. Bland is mix. You mix something. You blend them together. You mix them together. So if it is a noun, then we say it's a mixture. It's a mixture of A and B, maybe and C. Okay, mind. Yeah. Do you mind? So mind, to be bothered by. Okay, and in a rush. Sorry, I'm in a rush. Okay, so please let me pass. So in a rush, which means in a hurry. And specialty. When you go to a new restaurant, a new cafe, you want to try their specialty. So specialty, that is something that is better than average. Something they are really good at. And the last one, sweetener. Sweetener, something to sweeten your coffee, to sweeten your tea. So something that can add sweetness, such as a sugar or honey. So those could be sweetness. So let's look at the dialogue again. Can I have a large coffee, please? Remember, please. That's the word you want to use all the time, So can I blah, blah, please? Can I sit here, please? Can I take this table, please? Can you help me, please? And of course, you can always leave please here. Sometimes you hear people saying, can I please? Yeah, can I please have a large? Yeah, can I please have this? Can I please get a cheesecake together with my coffee? Okay, so please. That's the polite word, and that's the word, that's what we call essential word for daily conversation. So never forget to say please. So can I have a large coffee, please? And large, that is the size. When you order coffee, you always need to tell the size you prefer. So at a cafe, usually they have 3 sizes. They have a small, they have a medium, and they have a large. Remember, don't say big. For coffee, we don't say big. We say large. Can I please have a large? Sure. Would you like our mild, medium, or dark blend? So here we're talking about the blend, talking about how strong you want your coffee to be. So obviously, mild, that's the light one, and dark, that's the strong one. So, which one is your preference? And customer, another question from the customer. Do you have any flavored coffee? So when we say flavored, be careful, it means sugar. So flavored. For example, in New Zealand, the most popular flavor would be vanilla. Here we're going to talk about vanilla. And also we have caramel. I think these two flavors, or we say these two flavored coffee are the most popular ones. Okay, so if you really like a flavor, go for it. Okay, so do you have any flavored coffee? And our coffee of the day is vanilla hazelnut. So hazelnut actually is another flavor. You do know hazelnut. You might like hazelnut ice cream. That's my favorite though. Okay, and coffee of the day. When you go to a restaurant or cafe, you always see coffee of the day or soup of the day, salad of the day, which means that is something their chef or the restaurant is highly recommend to you for that day. Okay, I always think that could be a very good option. Okay, if you're not too picky. So our coffee of the day is vanilla hazelnut. That sounds great. Please use this in your daily conversation. Whatever people say, oh, that sounds great. That sounds good. That sounds cool. When people give opinions, give recommendations, we always say something like this to confirm, to say thank you. It's another way of saying thank you as well. Is it decaffeinated? So obviously, this is what the customer wants for now. Is it decaffeinated? Oh, I'm afraid not. See, this is how we say no. We don't really say, no, it isn't. That doesn't really sound friendly. So say, oh, I'm afraid not. That's why we always hear or we always see, I'm afraid not after no. No, I'm afraid not. Yeah. Can you help me? Oh no, I'm afraid I can't. I'm really, really in a hurry. So people always use I'm afraid not after they say no to make it not sound too bad. Okay, do you want decaf? Yep, still the barista is trying to help. Okay, he's a very helpful barista. So do you want a decaf? So decaf is the short way, is the easy way to say a decaffeinated coffee. Okay, yes, please. So again, guys, okay, every time you say yes, you say please. Every time you ask, you say please. Yes, please. Can I please? Can you please? Can we please? Please. Yes, please. It's getting late. What does it mean? It's getting late. We talk about the time of the day. So it's not in the morning, probably not at noon. When we say it's getting late, probably 3 p.m.-ish and onwards. Okay. Barista says, no problem. No problem. She'd like to help. Okay. I'll have to brew. I'll have to brew a new pot. It will take a few minutes. So the barista wants to know, do you mind waiting? Okay, do you mind waiting? Don't say, can you wait? So do you mind waiting is more polite. We always ask people if they like to do or don't like to do something. We say, do you mind? But remember, when we say do you mind, this verb always have an ing. We use the ing form after mind. So do you mind waiting? Yeah, do you mind going with me? Do you mind coming over here? ing. Don't forget about that. Do you have any decaffeinated tea? Yeah, if you don't have a decaffeinated coffee, but do you have a decaffeinated tea? But you have to know the normal tea is also caffeinated. So the normal black tea, or in New Zealand, the most popular tea, we have English breakfast, we have Earl Grey. These tea contains caffeine. So the customer have to be very specific, like, do you have any decaffeinated tea? So usually it's a herbal tea. So that's why barista answers, yes, we have a lot of herbal teas. Yeah, we have a lot of herbal teas. I know coffee and tea, usually they're uncountable. We don't count them. Yeah, but really, at a cafe, when you're ordering, 1 cup, 2 cups, no matter we talk about coffee or tea, we do count. We do count them. So you can say, can I have 2 coffees, please? You can say that. Or here, we have lots of herbal teas, different types of teas. Okay, we have lemon ginger, orange ginger, and a chamomile. You can say chamomile or chamomile. Yeah, both pronunciations are accepted. Lemon ginger, that's obviously I think it's #1, the most popular herbal tea in here. Especially in winter, people like to drink a little lemon ginger. They believe lemon ginger, perfect combination, can drive away the coldness and make you feel warm. Especially you have a few symptoms of catching a cold. Well, I don't know if they help or not, but having a cup of hot tea always helps. Cool. Oh, and chamomile, I think is very good for helping you to fall asleep. That's why we drink this tea at the evenings, or even just an hour before sleeping. So we call them bedtime tea. Okay, bedtime. So, and then customer, great, I'll take a lemon ginger tea. You see what I said? Lemon ginger tea. Okay, large, please. Always tell your size. Okay, sure. Is that for here or takeaway? Takeaway, please. Okay, always bear in mind, okay, for here or takeaway. At a cafe, at a fast food restaurant, so they always give these 2 options. Yes, even in fast food restaurant, we do have a few chairs there. So you can choose to just sit there and enjoy your pizza, no problem. But majority of customers, I believe they choose to take away. Okay, so take away. And I like some honey if you have some. So you see, we can learn actually honey. A lot of people like to have a little honey in their lemon ginger tea. I believe if you make your fresh lemon ginger tea, you would like to add a little honey as well, right? Okay, so the milk and sweeteners are on the table behind you. This is how we describe the position in English. Always something more specific and something bigger, something more general. So first, I need to tell you they are on the table, and then I tell you where the table is. So the table is behind you. So we will say the milk and sweeteners are on the table behind you. So that's lesson 1, going for a coffee. For now, I believe that you should be able to order what exactly you want at a coffee shop in an English-speaking community. But I do want to know if there's anything else you want to know, any questions you have, you can leave in the comments, and then we will meet online for a time, and then we talk about it. Also, I really want you to tell me, how often do you go to a coffee shop? I know you make coffee at home, right? But how often do you have a coffee at a cafe? And do you prefer caffeinated or just a decaf? And last, what do you usually take in your coffee? I would like to know. If you like to, leave them in the comments for me to read. Always review, that's the key. Self-study, that's the key.